Hello and welcome. This is Mousegunner, and we're back with some more Battle Brothers. So in the last video, we were tasked to track down some coin thieves that stole a rare coin collection, and we found them, fought them, defeated them, and interestingly enough, the person that hired them offered me more money than we were originally offered to turn over the collection to him. I turned it down though because I would like to play an honorable mercenary company here, and I would like to do or follow through the contract we agreed to rather than take more money. So that's what we're gonna do. I do think I have some administrative things to go over though, for instance leveling up. So first things first, let's go ahead with that. Alright, so this character, I figure we do want to improve their melee skill. Could up their melee defense, but I think I'd rather up fatigue and resolve, I think. Out of curiosity. Yeah, he already has a resolve penalty, so I think that was good that we did that. We should have a perk also. And the guys in the back, I think I've been giving the fast adaptation, so if they miss, they get higher chances to hit later. So let's go ahead with that. Alright, let's come back over to the character. So, I should have also picked up, I think, yeah, another one of these. First off, I'm going to go through and have anything that needs repaired queued to repair. Now, tools should be a little bit low. I don't know exactly how much I have at the moment, but we'll see once I leave here. But I definitely have an upgrade as far as weaponry goes. So if we look through our characters, this guy is probably our best candidate for that upgraded weapon. So let's go ahead and equip him there. And then we also have some upgraded equipment overall as well. So you, my friend, I think are going to inherit the rugged surcoat. And we actually have a mail shirt now that I would like to equip. So if you got a worn mail shirt and a rusty mail coif, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sure somebody's going to correct me at some point. And your max fatigue is at 78, which is actually not that bad. And hopefully as you level up, we'll improve that. Okay, so we gave this character upgraded armor. We might actually give him the gambeson here as well, as you are one of our higher level characters. Going through here, you're level 1, so not as high of a priority. Level 2, level 2, okay. We also have a nasal helmet, which should probably be better than the equipment you already have. Do we give him that, or we just keep him with the mail? I kind of like the aesthetic of keeping him with mail. Let's go ahead and give this guy that. So we've got a couple level 2 guys that we're moving between, and they both have armor, or at least, or a hat that's going to give them 30 armor. So out of the group, kind of like this guy, the bricklayer, and he is fearless, so you know what? We want to keep him around in the company. Got a rugged surcoat. That's better than the equipment that you have, so we'll upgrade you as well. So you're nice and defended now. A little bit more defense to your head, and a little bit better. Actually, these guys are pretty close, but you just have better upgrades to your resolve overall. Okay, well, that looks good to me. I don't think we have any upgrades to do with armor, because this, I think... Oh no, we do have a slight upgrade, so go ahead and give you that. Alright, so with that upgrade, It looks like we have a couple of these leather tunics to divvy out as well. And that's going to be better than the linen tunic, so let's go ahead with that. And yeah, why not? Why don't we do the feathered hat here? It's worth 30 armor. This guy is our only level 3 character in the back line for right now. Has some injuries that we're going to have to worry about. But otherwise, we're pretty good. And that does look like we'll be able to add a headscarf to this guy. And we also have that needs repaired. Worth 25 armor. Which is better than what we have on you. So there we go. Alright. Looks like we've got some good upgrades across the board. Now, as far as weapons go, I don't think we have really anything new. One thing I have realized, though, is I have not equipped this one archer with a backup weapon, which is a mistake. Looks like the dagger is better than the knife, so we'll go ahead and equip that. And then you will take the knife. Oop, that's not what we want. We want that in the secondary slot. Okay, and knives don't really take up anything as far as fatigue to carry, so that's not really a big deal. Alright, we should be more or less good to go. We do have another pitchfork. Oh, actually, we have another dagger, which should be better. So, if once we repair it, that is. Okay. And we also have another shield. So, I very easily could hire a couple more men. One in the front line and one in the back line. Arm them with... Actually, we have 2 pitchforks at this point. So, in theory, I could do probably 3 or 4 more men. But I just don't know if I can afford that right now. But we definitely have the equipment for it. And we have the linen tunics to equip them with if they have worse than that. But let's go ahead and get to the town. So, should move there. Obviously, we don't want to have anybody attack us. Now that we have completed our objective. I do worry any time I'm traveling near a forest, though, because you don't have very good vision. Alright, here we go. When you enter Falk, the trade master's room, there are a host of guards surrounding him. For a second, you think you've stumbled upon a coup, but the men clear out, leaving behind dice and cards. Falk, the trade master, waves you in. Come, come, I just lost a good deal of crown, sellsword. Perhaps you brought something to help ease my pains. You take out the rare coin collection and hold it in your hand. Rather gingerly, the man takes it. Good, very good. Your pay, of course, is here. He hands you over a satchel of crowns before turning around in his chair. He seems too consumed by the artifact to say anything else. Alright, crowns well deserved. Alright, so we're in town. I have no tools here, so I definitely need to buy more. Hopefully, we have improved our relationship with this town enough. Oh yeah, we're getting tools for under value. So, I'm going to go ahead and sell or buy that. I don't know if I really have anything to sell here. We should probably buy food if anything is under value. We could buy some goat's cheese for under value. Everything else looks like it is actually being sold for more than it's worth. Except for the ham, but that's only going to last so long. So I'm going to go ahead and buy... The downside is we're eating quite a bit of food here, 25 provisions per day. That means that I don't have even enough for 3 days at this point. I'm tempted to buy another goat cheese because I don't know. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'll buy another goat cheese. It should last long enough that we're not gonna have it spoil on us. Okay, so as far as equipment here, nothing really As far as weaponry, I mean. Nothing really that I would want from this town. And I don't think I want to hire anybody. We could hire this beggar, but I have a feeling he's pretty crummy, and it's actually getting to the point where we don't really want anybody that's that crummy. But yeah, I think we're just going to leave. 12 men is pretty good for as is. Can I just buy tools? Yeah, tools and supplies. I guess it just hasn't factored in yet. Okay. I should probably buy more, though, while I'm at it, because they are selling it at a discount, and that's not really the case anywhere else. So that's good for me. Alright. Now we have our main objective here, which is visit every town. We have not been to Luton Dock. We have been here. I know that we've been there. Some of these places we haven't been to, I have no idea where they are. It says we haven't been here. And we haven't been... We have been to Shooter Bush. Grafenberg we have not been to. And... I'm sure there's other places we haven't been to. I'd have to look, but... We started out over here. Very certain I've been here. We haven't been to any of these places over here. So I think we have a good idea of where it is we need to be. And this town, we're already kind of over here. So why don't we just, you know, walk over? Why not? And while we're over here, we can take jobs and money is a little low, though. We can only really afford to pay our men a couple days here. So we pretty much need jobs to sustain ourselves. Alright, here we go. We do have contracts, so that's good to see. And this does look like a bigger town. I'm going to take a look at the market just to see what we've got. Ooh, amber shards. This is something new. Now, this is apparently a luxury good, so... Looks like everything's being oversold, which I'm not surprised. We've never been in this town, so we have no relationship with them. But we're definitely going to take their money if they offer me a contract. Both of these are danger level 2. So I figure we might as well... I mean, they're pretty much the same. I would actually like a caravan at this point, because whatever the caravan is, it's going to take me further away from where I am right now. And that's good. But unfortunately, you don't really know until you look at the mission what it's going to be. So let's take a look at this one first. I've got a shipment of, well, what it is doesn't concern you. It's going to Suderbush, and like many folks, I'm worried about brigands on the road. I need you to watch the caravan to make sure it arrives safe and sound. Does that sound something does that sound something you'd be interested in? How many crowns are we talking about? I think I know an adequate compensation for your services. You'll get 150 crowns in advance and another 590 when the job is done. Wow, that's a lot. I'm going to ask for a little bit more. We need to be paid more for this. Fine. How about this? 150 crowns in advance and another 610 when the job is done. I think that's good enough. He didn't give me much in advance, but I think the good side is we're getting 150 crowns in advance, which allows me at least 1 days of travel on top of the other day that I think I can afford. So we'll accept the offer. It's quite a lot of money. Okay, I accept the contract. So when we leave, we should be following a trade caravan as far as I understand. I don't think we want to hire any men, purely because I can't afford them. We could equip them easily. Matter of fact, this guy here, Ivar, he's a peddler, but some of these guys here wouldn't necessarily be bad background. Like this rat catcher here. And we have a messenger. The Ratcatcher might be worth it, but I just don't think we can afford to keep paying for these men. I mean, it's only an upkeep of 5. I am torn on this guy. Because if he's got good reflexes, he might be a good... He might be a good archer in the future. But... we're just so short of money right now. I think it's probably wiser to just leave. Alright, let's go ahead. On the road. I do want to see how we're doing. So, reliable. We're still neutral. None of the houses are really interested in hiring us at the moment. Now, the upside of being with the caravan, I think that gives us men that would be fighting with us if we do get waylaid. The downside is I can't, like, run away. I kind of have to follow a particular route. One thing I need to check, though, is where are we going? We're going to over here. Now, I believe that was one of the towns that we needed to go to, right? Yeah. So this is good because it gets me going a place we needed to go anyway. The downside is it's very far away, which is why it's paying me so much. Which it was good that we were getting that advance pay because I wouldn't have been able to afford to keep paying the men otherwise. Some battles here. Which is actually a good thing. That might mean the brigands were killed. And once we get over here, we should be a little bit safer. Oh, here we go. Now, the brigands are in the area, and there's a lot of them. But one upside is we actually have this company on the way, too. So if these guys engage us, there's 2 caravans here, and then we do have this company coming up that might murder them, too. So I'm not too worried. Yeah, as a matter of fact, they're getting chased off. So that was probably our real danger there. But we managed okay. At least so far. That was just luck, really. Because 12 brigands would have been tough to deal with. Because it would have been the same number of men I have, and usually brigands are pretty well armed. Alright. Along the road, as you walk along the road, a throng of ragged-looking men speed past you. They clear off the path and jump down into an embankment and hide behind a wall of bushes. With the shrubbery still swaying, another group of men soon appears. Before the first man even speaks, you already know what's coming. Apparently, some laborers have agreed in union to abandon a project over what the pursuing overseers simplify as issues. They ask if you have seen these ne'er-do-wells. Huh. Well, this is an interesting choice. We are the honorable men here, so I think we go with the honorable path. If we were not honorable, we'd say, they're right over there, and we'd probably have a fight on our hands, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I think the honorable choice here is we haven't seen anyone around these parts. With your finger still pointing the wrong way, the overseers take off. Their angry barking fades into the distance. When they are gone, the laborers slowly emerge. They appear rather surprised that a sellsword didn't sell word of them in the bushes. One by one, they take off their hats and bless you for your mercy. One even calls it justice, a strange word in a mercenary's ear. While most of them make off, one man stands idly behind. He asks if maybe he can join your company. If, you know, you got room for him. Alright, well, welcome to the Mouse's Cadets. We just gained ourselves a man. Okay, let's see what he is all about. So he's determined. Don't worry, I got this. His character shows a formidable amount of self-confidence. He's tiny, being very short of height. This character is used to slipping through. So he's got some defense, but not so much damage. And that's about it. So he sounds like a good backliner. From what I can see. He could be a frontman too. I mean, just because he has not so much damage doesn't really necessarily mean anything. And He's got good morale. So I like him potentially in the front line. This guy might be a good archer in the future because he's got the skills for it. You know what? We'll put this guy in the back line. Just because I think that makes sense. And we'll put this guy in the front line. So we'll just do a little bit of a switcheroo here. You go there. You go there. You go there. Oh, we can only have 12 men in combat at one time? Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, we might as well put this guy in reserve, though, because he's still recovering. Put you back up. But ideally, we'd be switching these two. So I think what we do here is your combat ability. All right, we're going to switch these two. I just don't like his to-hit chance. That's kind of probably why I have him up front, to be honest with you. So for now, I think we just give him a pitchfork, call it a day. Alternatively, maybe we disarm our guy in reserve and give him... Oops. We give him this. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so I kind of learned a lesson here. We really didn't want more than 12 men, unless there's some way that we can use more than what we've got right now. I mean, we've got a backup dude, but the downside is we have to pay him. But, you know, it's still good. And this gives me an opportunity to get somebody like this healed. And that actually does help to be able to get reserves in and out. Okay, well, let's continue. Ooh. That was something new. Is that one monster I fought in that one Grave Robber incident? I like how there was a musical cue when that showed up, too. Unfortunately, I can't fight them even if I wanted to, because I'm with the caravan. Ah, Goblin Raiders. Okay, well, it looks like that's what we're going to be fighting. Your scout reports that he has seen the following, some Goblin Wolf Riders. Well, I'm actually at a point where I think we can go ahead and put a cut in the video. We're going to go ahead with this fight in the next video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.